Lake County Library in Lake County, California is celebrating its 50th anniversary, 1974 to 2024, and it invited people to share their memories of the Lake County Library system. Well, Lake County Library for me has a very specific, personally important significance, and that is that my time that I spent volunteering there directly contributed to my eventually going on and acquiring a paid job working in a library. I volunteered there as a shelver starting about 15 years ago. I began in the Lakeport Library where I located holds. Now, these could be audiobooks on CD, they could be DVDs, they could be books, musical recordings, they could be anything. Here's a picture of me from 2011 locating holds at the Lakeport Library. And then once I had located the items, I would prepare them for transportation. And now one thing you need to understand is that Lake County Library actually it shares a catalog with Sonoma and Mendocino County libraries. So the items that I located and prepared for transportation, that might be to anywhere within that 3-county system. It really gave me a sense of just how many people relied on our library and how many resources combined between these 3 counties, just how many resources there were for patrons to enjoy. Later on, I began shelving books at the Middletown Library, which was only a couple of blocks from our apartment in downtown Middletown. And in particular, I spent a lot of time in the children's wing, shelving books for kids. One really challenging aspect of shelving books was the library at the time had outgrown its building. It was bursting at the seam. But I tell you, just how exciting to shelve books in our brand new facility over on Washington Street. Here I am in March 2013, shelving books at the Middletown Library in its brand new, beautiful building, and just so much more room to work with. At the time of the move-in, I had already quit my job at a local newspaper in preparation for our family moving out of state, and so I was able to devote several hours a day to shelving books in Middletown. And so I really feel, I don't know, personally invested in the collection just because I spent so much time putting those books up on the shelves. So like I said, the time that I spent volunteering, I think directly contributed to my getting a paying job in a library. And specifically how that happened was when I interviewed for a part-time job at a school in Ashland, Oregon. One of the things they had me do was they gave me this stack of books and I was supposed to put them in order, like books with like books, alphabetized within these groupings. And thanks to all the time that I spent shelving children's books in the Middletown Library, I pretty much knew which books belonged together, and I was able to put them in the right order. So really, what more is there to say than just, I am so grateful, and I have so many fond memories of the Lake County Library. And I hope for the library many more years to come, faithfully serving the Lake County community.